Do my makeup with me as I go over how I changed from 27 to 37, the 10-year gap. At 27, I was all about the men who were bad boys, men who were older than me because I thought they had their lives together, men who did extracurricular activities because they were more fun and they had endless money to spend. Now at 37, I still look for fun, but I also look for safety and security. That's my number one priority. I look for men who say we instead of I in their sentences. I look for men who's not trying to dictate the relationship or control the relationship with their money. I look for men who want to build with you versus like keeping everything separately. That's the biggest jump from 27 to 37 when it comes to men. It's no more bad boys. I don't have time for that. I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to be stressed out. I don't want to be calling your phone and I don't know where you are. I want your location. I want the location at 37. And not even just to control you, but just about a safety thing. Like the one powerful thing about being in a healthy relationship, you don't worry about a man cheating. You worry about something happening to that good man because we know y'all rare. It's very rare. Another thing that changed from 27 to 37 is the way I dress. And if it haven't, you need to look in the mirror, sis, okay? We supposed to be evolving. And I still dress sexy, but it's a different type of sexy. So I may wear like a blazer with a sexy top instead of just having like, you know, a sexy top and like nothing around it. You know, when I was 27, all I couldn't wait to do was just show off my stomach, show off my cleavage. And at 37, it's like you just want to dress in a way where, you know, it's still sexy but modest. Like the way I dress now intimidate losers from approaching me, which I love so much because I just don't have time. I'm in a happily successful relationship anyway, so I don't even need anyone coming up to me thinking that they have a chance. But the way that you dress definitely affects the opportunities you get, the friendships you attract, and the relationship with men that you attract. I definitely had to start working out more because in my 20s I never worked out. I had a six-pack and I never even worked out for it. In your 30s, you definitely going to have to work out for that six-pack to come. So that is definitely something that is going to have to change, is your diet and you working out. So. Also, at 27, I don't hold on to negative energy. I'm very big about protecting my peace now, and my mental health is my number one priority. At 27, I used to try to take on so many people's problems that it became my problems, and it stressed me out significantly. And at 37, I don't do that no more. I let grown people be grown and handle their own problems. Also, at 27, you want to make sure that you're preparing a stress-free life. So the first thing you want to do by managing some stress is getting your money affairs in order. What I mean by that is making sure you pay yourself before you pay anything else or treat yourself to anything, because not having no money is definitely going to stress you out. Emergencies are going to come up. Your responsibilities changes from 27 to 37. Maybe you have kids now. Maybe you have a home now. Another thing that's changed from 27 to 37 is my pivot game. You're going to have to pivot so many times. Like at 27, I thought maybe a pivot or two, maybe in my lifetime. But then you realize, like, no, you probably will be pivoting at least a couple of times every other year or every few years, only because we live in the United States of America. And with that being said, I've learned to turn a lot of my hobbies into profits, because I do not want to get sucked into like being at a job that I hate, that's draining me, making me come home and cry every night. So I'm a makeup artist, so I've learned to pivot and teach makeup lessons, have makeup parties, you know, offer one-on-one private lessons, also, you know, just doing makeovers regularly. And if you have something that you like right now, it's easier to just go ahead and turn that into a profit than taking on a whole new trade or going back to school or something like that. But you're definitely going to have to pivot a lot of times, especially being a Black woman in the United States of America. So get that pivot game strong right now, and make sure it's something that you like actually enjoy doing. When I'm doing makeup, I don't feel like, oh, I gotta do makeup, this is exhausting. I feel happy because I know I'm changing people's lives, and people are learning a new skill because of me, and people are actually getting a lot of compliments because they're leaving out of here feeling beautiful. Also, pivoting doesn't always mean taking a step up. Sometimes pivoting means taking a step back, like maybe going home to save your money, or, you know, maybe not getting a car note and just paying your car out for like a cheaper car for more convenience. Maybe that looks like going to get a certification instead of another degree. You just be the judge of that, because sometimes we have to take some steps back to get exactly where we're trying to go. Another difference that I've noticed from 27 to 37 is my sleep patterns. Like, you cannot get me to get out of this house at nighttime. I'm not leaving. I'm the brunch girl now, the spa girl now. You know, anything in the daytime, I got you. If you call me 8, 9 o'clock, talking about what you doing on a Friday night, like, let's go out, I'm not your girl no more. I am not your girl. At 27, I could hang. By the time I even get the will to try to get up at 8 o'clock and start getting ready for my night, I'm already tired. I don't play about my sleep. Sleep is very, very important when you get older, because the body slows down, and, you know, you're probably doing more errands now, a lot more stressful activities because you have more responsibility. So getting your rest at 37 is way more imperative than it probably was at 27. And last but not least, you definitely get more quiet as you age. You have been disappointed enough times, or spoke something too soon and you didn't get it or didn't come through, that you learn to just like hush your mouth, because life has a way of humbling you, and things that you thought was going to be secretive have ended up in other people's mouths that it shouldn't have been. So you just learn to like keep certain things to yourself as you age, and it works out better that way. Also, you'll realize that a lot of people aren't your friends, so it's probably just best to keep a lot of things to yourself and just let them find out when the rest of the world find out.